What's up everyone, USBC here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm moving in 2 weeks and I figured before I left, I'd show you the desk space that I'm working with. Keep in mind, this is very minimal. I don't have much on the desk and I feel like I work better that way. Let's get into my final desk setup video in this space for 2023. As I mentioned, this is quite a minimal setup. I have barely anything on the desk and find it easier to get work done this way. The desk that I use is a basic desk, nothing crazy. It has enough space for the things I need on the top of the desk, and you can't really go wrong with the design. On top of the desk, I have the monitor that I've been using for about 3 years now. It's a 27-inch LG Ultra HD 60 Hz display with FreeSync. I like this monitor because the 4K looks crisp, colors just look accurate, and it's also a great enough size for when I'm editing. I also use it for gaming, but I will get into that in a bit. The worst thing about this monitor is the fact that there is no USB-C port, but I have a real good solution for that. The monitor is sitting on top of the 11. It's a monitor stand from IKEA, and the stand again is basic, minimal. You kind of get what you need, and I like it because it accentuates the desk very nicely with the bamboo shelf. Why I really like this monitor stand though is that it doubles as a desk shelf where I keep my handy things such as scissors, a few Nintendo Switch rails, a pen, a match, a few camera accessories, and more. It just allows me to keep things off my desk and maintain a clean look. Now, before I move on from the monitor, I also want to point out one of my most handy desk accessories. This is a monitor light bar, and the monitor light bar serves two major purposes. One is to provide light to your desk, and two, which is my favorite thing about it, it does so without taking up space on the desk. You can attach it to the monitor and then you can flip through different light settings. This is great for reading or for using your desk space at night. I have it linked down below in the description below the like button, along with everything else mentioned in the video if you wanted to support the channel and pick one up. I also have these cheap speakers from Logitech that I purchased from Best Buy. They sound good enough to use for basic things like watching content or listen to songs. These are not the best sounding speakers, but I have no need for anything better. I mostly use it for when I'm gaming, but 99% of the time I'm at my desk, I just use my AirPods Pro on my laptop. Speaking of laptop, let's talk about my laptop of choice. I'm using the 2021 14-inch M1 Pro MacBook Pro, and I'm still not used to that name. The laptop is such a beast even for the base model. It has 512 gigs, a bright and color accurate display, a beautiful and industrial design, and has enough power to edit all of my videos and then some. Oh, and did I forget? It also has something that represents Apple's best design change in years, and that's them bringing back the SD card slot. As someone who uses an SD card almost every day, having a device that can read it with no dongle is a game changer. For my mouse, I use the Logitech MX Master 3. This is the tried and true productivity mouse and has a lot of incredible functions. It feels amazing in your hand, and it has customizable buttons that you can change depending on what app you're using. Keyboard wise, I love mechanical keyboards, but keeping on the budget theme of this setup, I use the RK987 wireless mechanical keyboard with brown switches. I love this keyboard because typing on the keys feels really great and the keys are spaced out well. I can go hours typing up documents without getting any hand cramps. I sound really old. Oh, and if you like this video and how it's going so far, then make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like the content. Do you remember when I mentioned that there's a USB-C issue with the monitor and I have a solution? Well, this next item is the solution. It's the Ugreen USBC dock sent over to me by Ugreen, but it's not a sponsored video. This is a 9-in-1 docking station that has 2 USB-A ports, a USB-C port, 2 HDMI 4K ports, 1 gigabit Ethernet port, and it can support up to 4 displays at once, which fixes a major issue with the newer MacBooks. This also supports 100-watt charging to your laptop via USB-C. I use my desk mostly for productivity, and this allows me to get things done in a nice, clean, minimal space. No desk setup is complete without some kind of smart speaker, and I don't use Apple or Google anymore. I decided to use Amazon. I love the Amazon Alexa Show because I found that Alexa works better than Apple's smart speakers and are on par with Google, with the added benefit of being connected to my Amazon account. I use it mostly to check the weather, check on my packages, monitor my front camera while I'm in the office, and change the lights in my office by voice command. Now this desk setup isn't completely for productivity. That would be a lie. I use it for gaming as well, and I use the PS5 for when I'm done working and I kind of want to wind down. I keep it beside my desk on some Alex drawers, and it's connected to that USB-C dock to connect it to the monitor. I don't game a whole lot, but when I do, I mostly play Call of Duty or more recently God of War Ragnarok. The PS5 is usually face down, but sometimes I'll have it standing up and near the window and to get better airflow. And I also don't really use any gaming headsets. I don't really care for that. I don't care to trash talk or anything like that, but I do have them just to get better audio. So the ones that I use are from Beats. These are pretty comfortable. The audio sounds really good. I have it plugged in to those monitors right over there, so I'm able to connect and hear those footsteps in Call of Duty. Anyways, what do you think about my desk setup? Again, very minimal, very plain. There's not a lot going on. I do plan to do it completely different in my new condo when I move in 2 weeks. So if you have any suggestions for anything to change or add or anything you think that I should check out, let me know in the comments down below. While you're there, give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Idris B out.